Alright, one thing I forgot to add in take two, which I had filmed this whole thing, turned out it wasn't filming. I had a whole rambling narrative, but I was talking about the sleeping strategy. I had an air mattress in there, which is folded up right there. Makes it very comfortable, and I have two 40-degree bags. Those the blue and the green bags are good down to 40 degrees. I have sleeping in that green one, and I had the blue one open nearby. I had it all unfolded, so if I were to get cold, I could pull it over me like a big comforter, and that should help me weather anything that I would see in here. And then that red bag, I could do the same thing again, put that over me like a comforter too, but we're talking Arctic temperature camping at that point, which you'd never see here. And then I also, in that blue bag, I had a pair of sweatpants and sweatshirt. I have a toque in there for my head, some little gloves and socks and all that, in case it were to get really cold, which I believe in bringing more than you need and not needing it than to get here and not have enough. It's freezing. It's very unpleasant. Now, Chandler, where I live, last few nights been getting down to 40 degrees or so, which for here is pretty close to what as cold as it gets. But this is 2,000 feet elevation here. So it's a little higher. I was expecting to be colder, but I don't have a thermometer here, but I don't think it got below 50, because I was very comfortable. I even had my arms outside the bag sometimes, and even right now, 7:30 in the morning, the sun isn't fully up. As you can see, the sun isn't shining on this campsite as yet, but I'm just here. I've just got a sweatshirt, as you can see, shorts, flip-flops, and I'm perfectly comfortable. It's a little cool, but I'm fine. I'm just moving around, and I'm good. But that's the strategy for sleeping and trying to keep warm. And this stuff will all get put in the truck, and then I'll take out something to make my breakfast. That's the other thing I was going to say about camping, about making a meal. Interesting observation is the at home, when I work from home, when I'm busy all through the day making phone calls, attending to details, blah blah blah. The making and eating of the meal is a very minor incidental part of the day when I'm at home working and doing my thing. But out here when you're camping, it's like one of the big parts of the day, which is kind of neat. I'm just going to heat up a can of chili for lunch. I've got some hard-boiled eggs I'm going to have for breakfast. So it's a pretty minor experience. And not like I'm making a 7-course meal at all, but it's one of the big parts of the day. I got how's the song go? I've got nothing to do and all day to do it. And that was what I wanted. I brought a couple of books to read, brought my metal detector. I'm going to go around along this waterfront and some of these other campsites, see if I can find some coins or any other stuff that's interesting. I doubt there'll be any real old coins, but just see what I can find. And that's my plan for the day, is to do that and prepare my lunch, and then supper probably around 4:30, and then I'll be checking out. I'll be heading out of here. But that's the deal on that. Alright, so here's where I go when nature calls. Sometimes you can hear it calling, or at least I can. It was a personal thing. But anyway, just talking to a nice volunteer lady. She told me there's a trail, I was asking her about this, that goes over to the upper burnt Corral, which is just a picnic site. Now, I looked on Google Maps, couldn't see anything, but typically if you wanted to go there by car, you've got to go out a couple miles to that main dirt road, and then over a mile or so, and then back down in. I was hoping to find a trail, so I asked her, and she said there is one. She pointed me to it, so that's where we're going now, and I'm going to go over to that upper burnt Corral picnic site and see what that has to say for itself. But anyway, we'll catch you over there. Okay, so I made it alive to the upper burnt Corral picnic site. This is for picnicking only. Now, if you look straight ahead, see that big mound of rocks? To the left, there's like a lower mound of rocks. Standing on top of that is another one of those birds. I don't know if it's a heron or an egret. I'm from the Northeast. That's what we have up there. Don't know what they have up here. Storks, flamingos, pelicans. I don't think so, but it's a cool looking bird. Anyway, I'll give you a quick 360 here. It's quite a spot. Probably getting a lot of wind noise across that microphone. But we're not here for the noise, we're here for the view. And it was just a short little hike over here. It was pretty cool. I'll have the camera going on the way back because it's kind of neat to look at. Alright, it's off in the window. I'm going to kill this. So So in case nature calls, all you have to do is find a way to bust that padlock off that door and you're in business. Maybe they just have that unlocked in the summer, I don't know. I wouldn't be too happy if I really had to go. Oh, off in the distance there you can see like a little rock fireplace pit kind of deal. Alright, now check this out. This is where we're going to go back. It's kind of an adventurous little hike. Look at the cactus everywhere. Pretty cool. I'm going to go through that archway here in a second. Wait till you see how tight this trail is. Now this must be to contain cattle. And trust me, you wouldn't want cattle in here. They would not do well wherever I'm going. Look how tight this trail is. Isn't this crazy? It's a jungle out there. Oh, check this out. I don't know if animals go through there or if people would. I know I wouldn't want to go down there, but I've been seeing a lot of droppings, like big ones. They don't look like deer, and it tells me they're not predator because the droppings are full of seeds. Predators typically will have lots of hair and bones in their droppings. So I don't know what that is, but they're all around my campsite and seeing them everywhere along the shoreline. So I'm not sure what that's about. Something's been digging there where that root is. Crazy. Even getting a little bit of somewhat foliage here. Those leaves are turning yellow. Not really Vermont style foliage, but it's foliage. Or foliage, as I've heard some people call it. There's a foliage up there. Alright, well, I'm going to shut this off. I think you get the idea. It's opening up a little bit here. Somebody's got a really cool old boat over there. That almost looks like a wooden boat. I can't imagine, but maybe it's fiberglass or aluminum. I don't know. But as you can see, now we're getting back up to the lower burnt corral where the campsites are. You can see a canoe there too. I don't know if you can make it out through the trees. See if we can get a better view. Yeah, here we go. And then just behind there, I don't know if you see the blue, there's a big tent over there. Some RVs parked over there. But, ow. A lot of pucker brush. I get some stickers on me today. All over my ankles. I had to get a pocket knife to pry them off. You don't want to touch them. Now this is Palo Verde tree. Now the Verde is significant to me because I'm from Vermont, and Verde, both of those words mean green. Vermont means green mountains in French, and Palo Verde, I don't know if Palo must mean tree. Verde means green in Spanish and Espanol. And then these are the mesquite trees over here. This is creosote bush, I believe. Mr. Creosote planted that. He needs a bucket. It's wafer thin. Not sure what these trees are, other than that they're made of wood. Oh, and check out these cool steps over here. Somebody had a fire going. Yeah, check out these steps. How cool is that? And just above there, you get into where the campers are, and I don't want to be filming around that. I might get a little weirded out, so I'm going to shut this.